Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. In the previous lectures of plant anatomy, we have already studied parenchyma tissues and collenchyma tissues in detail. And now, in this lecture, we will be studying in detail the sclerenchyma tissues and their types. The cells of sclerenchyma tissues have very thickened secondary walls. These walls are often lignified, which means lignin has been deposited in these walls. The cells of the sclerenchyma tissue may differ in shape, structure, origin, and development. They do not contain protoplast, which means that they are dead cells. Their function is to provide mechanical support to the plant, and they provide rigid mechanical support to the plant organs. There are two types of sclerenchyma tissues: fibers and sclerites. Fibers are usually long cells, while sclerites are short cells. Pits in the walls of the fibers are narrow with rounded apertures and are more numerous. As compared to the fibers, pits in the sclerites are simple and their cavities are more or less branching. In fibers, the development of the cells takes place from the meristematic cells, so that they are determined from their origin, while sclerites develop from the parenchyma cells. Now we will look at the detailed characteristics of the fibers. They are specialized types of sclerenchyma cells. They are very fairly common in vascular tissues. They occur in bands or in the form of hollow cylinders. They have great tensile strength, flexibility, and elasticity, which enables plant organs to withstand a variety of tension and strains resulting from the action of gravity and the wind. Fibers are long, narrow, thick, and lignified sclerenchyma cells with pointed or blunt ends. In transverse section, they appear rounded or polygonal in outline with a well-defined lumen. The pits on the walls are usually very small with rounded apertures. They have no living content at maturity, but sometimes fiber in xylem have living protoplast. For example, gelatinous fibers. There are two types of fibers depending upon the position in the plant body. Number one, xylem fibers, and number two, extraxillary fibers. Xylem fibers are also known as wood fibers and are associated with xylem tissue. They perform the function of water conduction as well as support. They are divided into libriform fibers and fiber tracheids. Libriform fibers have very thick secondary walls and simple pits, while fiber tracheids have comparatively thin walls and bordered pits. Both these types of fibers may be septate or non-septate. Septate fibers serve for the storage of resins, starch, and oils. Extraxillary fibers occur outside the xylem in the cortex of the stem and root, pericycle, or in the phloem. They are also known as bast fibers. These cells are long spindle-shaped cells, and usually they are unbranched. Now you can see the diagram of different types of fibers. In diagram a libriform fiber is represented, while B diagram represents the fiber tracheid, and C septate fiber tracheids. D to E gelatinous mucilaginous fiber in longitudinal plane and in transverse section, and F to G unseptate and septate phloem fibers, they are also called as bast fibers. Now we will study the detailed characteristics of the sclerids. These cells are also known as stone cells or sclerotic cells. They are isodiametric in shape. They may be spherical, oval, star-shaped or stellate, T-shaped or cylindrical in shape. Sclerids are dead cells with small lumen. They have strongly lignified or sometimes suberized cell wall. That means suberin may be deposited in their cell walls. Concentrically lamellated cell walls are present in these cells. Simple pits with branching cavities are also present in the walls of the cells. Sclerids are widely distributed in plant body. They may occur in groups or singly. Many seeds have complete layer of sclerotic cells, while an walnut shell is entirely built up of sclerids. There are 5 types of sclerids on the basis of shape and wall thickness. Number 1, astrosclerids. They are star shaped and they are found in the leaves of Nymphia plant, which is an aquatic plant. Number 2, brachysclerid. They are stone cells and are short isodiametric cells found in the pulp of the fruits, for example pyrus. Macrosclerids are elongated columnar sclerids in seeds and fruits in the form of layer in leguminous seeds. And number 4, osteosclerids are bone shaped with dilated ends found in the leaves and seeds of some monocots. And number 5, trichosclerids are hair like cells, sometimes branched, found in the hydrophytes and aerial roots of monstera. And this is the diagrammatic representation of different types of sclerids. Diagram A shows the brachysclerids or stone cells. Diagram B, astrosclerids, which are star shaped. Diagram C and D shows macrosclerids. Diagram E, osteosclerid, which are bone shaped cells. And F, trichosclerids. Trichosclerids are hair like sclerids. This concludes our lecture about the sclerenchyma cells. Thank you.